We are back. This right here is our boat, and after sailing all the way around the world, we left it in the Caribbean for hurricane season. It's been how long?
2.5 months.
2.5 months. We've left our boat for longer than that before, and it's been a disaster. So we'll see what it looks like today, but we can already see some green mold, some black mold, and bird shit.
This is what happens to a boat in the tropics after 2.5 months away. We had it completely washed, completely clean, and completely set up in case a hurricane through or anything else. So 2 months of a boat away, and actually it's better than Thailand where the decks were disgusting. So the decks out here are good. Undercover is a lot worse, and actually I think we must have left something out that then molded. I think Ben thinks there was a bar of soap maybe on the back deck. But this isn't that bad. Oh, but it's dirty, like boatyard dirt. And what's the problem? The first problem.
Keys. Where are they?
I'm pretty sure we had to give them to them.
Oh, I didn't. You know, when you're too smart for yourself, you hide something in a really special spot. Well, I seem to have hidden it underneath the wind channel. Let's go check inside.
Smells a little bit like boat, maybe a little bit like paint. The outside is so much worse than the inside. The inside looks good. This is positive. Really good news.
These are all full. Wow.
What?
All the dehumidifier thingies are full.
I know, well, we should have had them change them, but
it's really not too bad at all. I mean, we've left everything propped open. This is good. All of these are full. I left all the bilges open so air could circulate.
every time we leave the boat now, I feel like I do less and less. Like when we first used to leave, I used to vacuum bag everything. I used to put all the tins and bins, and like there was no food left on board. Now I'm like, meh, you know, this probably will be fine, and I leave it. I mean, we're only gone 2 months, so it's not as big a deal, but I'm getting like, I guess a bit lazier, but also I think it's just from experience. You leave a few things out and it's okay.
I think we can go cruising. Let's go sailing. I literally have today and tomorrow to get the boat ready, and then in day number 3 we launch. So I have 2 days to get the engines running, the sail drive oil changed, zincs, wash the boat, and get it ready to splash. And then we move aboard. We're gonna move it around to Marina, and then we're gonna move aboard probably in about a week's time. So
grateful to be in the Caribbean, and it's beautiful and rainy today, and we have a lake under our boat, so I'm super glad we don't have a lot of bottom pay to do.
Hey kiddos.
I'm hungry.
So I've just spent half a day just cleaning, literally cleaning the bird shit off the table, the cockpit floor, and washing the ceiling. It takes a long time, but I've been able to put up all the enclosure. This is an enclosure we got made in Thailand, and it is just wonderful because you can put your cushions out, you can leave your laptop bag out in the cockpit and it doesn't get wet. It really expands our space here aboard Nahoa. Next up is to start our engines. 2 days we're launching. So I want to make sure our starter batteries are working and that the engines crank over, which means I have to get fresh water into the cooling system so I don't burn out the impeller and keep the engine a little bit cool. I don't need to run them for very long, just briefly. I just want to say it feels so good to be back aboard. We spent half of August, all of September, and all of October, so 2.5 months at home in Canada at Ashley's mom's house because we don't have a house. And although the boat is a complete mess, a clean mess, but a mess, it still feels really good to be home. It feels like a nest, you know? This is where we've raised our kids, this is where we run our business, this is where we enjoy life, and this is where we thrive. So I really look forward to this next season. We're planning to just slow it right down and enjoy the kids as they grow. They're at such a beautiful age at 2 and 3 years old. They're going to learn how to swim. They've learned how to cross oceans twice over, from all the way from Thailand, across the Indian Ocean, across the Atlantic, around the bottom of Africa. So they don't need to learn more of that. They need to just chill with us. And we're going to cruise north from the Southern Caribbean here towards the Bahamas and just chill. This Starlink dish has really revolutionized our life and our business out here. You know, we only got it in South Africa and only had it for the last Atlantic crossing, and now we can just go wherever we want at any time and be able to upload videos and edit and communicate with work and anyone that we're working with. So this is a big game changer for us, and I think we haven't quite realized that yet. That's the other thing, you know, we have all this sports equipment like kites and wing foils and foils, and we just haven't been able to use it because we've been either crossing oceans or repairing this boat or sailing. So this year we're actually just going to slow it down and start using some of our gear. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a really good year. It's going to be a happy year aboard Nahoa. Really happy.
So I'm pretty excited about getting Nahoa in the water. Then we get to put her back together. So we've got it. Eek. There's a lot of bugs here. We're gonna move Nahoa into Marina, which is right near the apartment that we rented. And we're gonna finish putting the inside together because there's still not like cushion covers on cushions and beds made and things like that. So it's a lot to do still, but anything mechanical is working, which is so great. Yeah, I knew you could do it. With a little help from your friends.
Sure swayed there for a second. I don't know if she's supposed to sway like that, but we'll see what the weight is. When we, they have a scale on the actual lift, and we'll see what the weight is. And I think in South Africa it was 11.6 tons heavy. So it probably had almost a full tank of water, and pretty full diesel tanks.
Feels really good to be this close to the water. It is so nerve-wracking having the boat lifted up and carried and moved anywhere. You know, the possibilities of things going wrong when it's floating through the air seem a lot higher.
I think it's a lot safer to sail across an ocean than it is to haul out a boat. I think that's kind of our conclusion. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
It's safer to sail across an ocean than to haul it out.
Yeah, touch wood. We've had really fantastic experiences here, and these guys have done a great job, and we're almost in the water, so.
Crash, boom, crash.
I'm hearing cracking.
Okay, this is the part where we have to check our through hulls. I'll wait for the noise to get all that. Hold on. So when we start up the engines, we're always looking for leaks. Raw water leaks, salt water leaks. Sometimes hose clamps kind of, you know, go brittle over the heat and as you're storing the boat. Sometimes the hoses go brittle when you're storing the boat. There's nothing better than a boat that gets used a lot or a fair amount regularly. But we're looking pretty good. We got raw water flow. We don't have any leaks. Let's try the other engine. I think we're good on this one too. It feels so good to be back out. Even though we're just motoring and there's no sails up, it just feels like this is home. And you know, I've been thinking about it a lot, and we always have discussions behind the scenes, and the reality is that our lifestyle, so like what other people have as a vacation, overlaps 100% with our work. So before we set sail, when we still had corporate jobs, we would have our vacation over here and we would have our work over here, and now both are overlapping 100%. And I think it's a really awesome way to live life, where work no longer becomes work. And you're still taking out the garbage, you're still scrubbing the boat, you're still changing the oil. But in general, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're living the chosen life, the life that you have chosen. Not for everyone, not the chosen life for everyone, but it is a life that we choose. And I'm so excited to take you along for this year and the next 3, 6, 10, 12 months as we sail north through the Caribbean and probably build a boat on the side. So it'll be a really awesome year, guys. Really looking forward to it. You happy to be back aboard, Mom?
I'm happy. It's nice. We're still in a marina. We've only been on board like 3 nights, so this will be our 4th night. But we haven't put the sails up yet.
It's nice to be back aboard. And one of the nicest things is this hole in the wall that I put in Cape Town. It's a splitter for the air conditioning unit that I put up in the saloon. So it comes out the saloon and down here in the kids' hallway. It makes living aboard, air conditioning, living aboard makes it so much better. This boat didn't come with air conditioning, and now it does. And wow, it just makes it fun. It makes it fun to be back aboard.
What is this mermaid doing here?
Do you remember that mermaid? It's from Cape Town.
Does it know that?
Sometimes it's not about what you hear, it's about what you don't hear. It is extremely quiet on this boat right now. Willa's down in her room playing with her old toys. Bodhi's up here playing with his old toys. Mama's playing with her clothes, trying them on, putting them away. There's not much noise.
It says playing with my clothes, but what I'm actually trying to do is squeeze all of my clothes into this rather luxurious, but still relatively small closet. You want to see? This is my closet. And I'm struggling because my maxi dresses don't fit at the bottom. I have some Christmas presents hidden in the bottom here, which means that I've lost half my closet space. I don't like having it so tightly packed, so I was just going through it and pulling some of the older ones that I haven't worn in a long time out and putting them in a Goodwill pile. And even here on the boat, we have to do that because it's nice to every now and then get a new dress, and that means you got to let something else go because there is a very limited space. Very limited. Playing with my clothes. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome. I'm playing with the stove. It is always surprising how small of a space this actually is. You know, boat living is not a big area, but it's wonderful. You got the kids right beside you. You got the mama right down there. You got the dad right here cooking. Like everyone, like this unit, this family unit is a little nucleus right here.
We got pots on the couch. Look it. He got pots on.
Moving back aboard and recommissioning a boat, it isn't a lot of work, but it is in a weird way. The boat was in such good shape this time. There was like no mold. Really, I didn't have to wipe anything down. There were no bugs, no ants, nothing, no ants. It's amazing. It's really amazing. So we feel so good about it.
Grenada's giving us a tropical welcome. It has literally basically not stopped raining since we got here a few days ago. So it's end of November and it's definitely still rainy season here in the Southern Caribbean. You know, it's been raining on and off, and when it does rain, it's like squally rain. It's really hard. Check it out. Check out the water. You wanna run around? Let's go. Come on.